Yo, it's your boy Sat G on the Hip Hop Junkies radio show, baby. Check it.
Hey, yo, peace, it's God Rockin', man. You tune into the Hip Hop Junkie radio show. Make sure you tune in to see what's going on, you heard? Peace and love.
What's up, what's up? This is Digga Digga, a.k.a. Dirty Harry, yeah. And you are checking out the Hip Hop Junkie radio show with Cool Time, Chicka Chicka G. Digga Digga, y'all.
It's a Cool Time, Chicka Chicka G production.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with a hip-hop legend, DJ Thurmie Thurm. Welcome to the Hip Hop Junkie radio show.
Thank you, my brother. Thanks for being here.
How you doing these days, man?
I'm pretty good, my brother. How about yourself?
Doing awesome, man.
That's good.
For people that don't know, let them know, man. You see, I'm happy that you're on camera because you're a legend around these parts, man, and you've been further, but you're a legend around here, man. Is it true that you're the first DJ to bring hip-hop to the city?
Well, I don't know about that, but that's what I've been told. You know, I know that they say that I was the first DJ to actually DJ at a first official hip-hop club in Jersey City.
What club was that?
I believe it was the Place to Be at the time.
The Place to Be. Wow. Where is that? Or where was it?
That was on Boswick Avenue and Jackson Avenue, Martin King Drive, right on the corner. Yes.
Wow. How do you get your start?
How did I start DJing?
Yes.
Well, actually, I started back in 1979, in the 78, 79. Actually, it was on Baby Monticello Avenue. And I used to live at 31 Monticello Avenue, apartment building. And a good friend of mine, a childhood friend of mine, by the name of DJ Graham was a Capone.
Shouts out to him. I just met him recently too.
Yes. He lived upstairs from me. And as youngsters, you know, we would go back and forth to Capone's cousin's house in Brooklyn. And his cousin, one of his cousins, Will, we used to go to his house and we actually used to watch them DJ, you know. And then later on, Capone had got his first turntable, and it was a Panasonic brown plastic turntable that we bought at Radio Shack in German Square. Okay. So he bought one, and then we started messing around with the first one. And then he bought a mixer, and then later he ended up buying another one. Now mind you, Capone, he was the only child, so you know, his parents, you know, showered him with everything. So he was the man in the neighborhood as far as DJing, because he had the equipment. You know, everybody would go to his house, Capone's house. And that's how I actually started DJing. We came up together in that whole cipher there. And then later, years later, then that's when I had moved up on the hill in Jersey City to Grand Avenue. And I used to be on Grand, Myrtle, Boswick, Wilkerson. That was my area. And then I started DJing up on the hill. You know, I took my skills from down Baby Monticello. I went up on the hill. And that's when I met a few MCs that was down with my crew, for the Chief Crew at the time. And one MC.
So yeah, I don't know if they heard that.
One MC, his name was
the
Chief Crew, JCB Chief. And one of my MCs at the time, his name was Brooklyn D, and the other one was Mella J. And I also had a female rapper, her name is Lena Lee. She was probably the first female MC that I know of in Jersey City that was doing it.
Wow.
Yeah, this is back in the days. And then there were other MCs that came through the Cheaper Crew, like Whipperetsky, you know. There was others, I can't name more because they came for a certain period of time and then they started doing their own thing. But that's pretty much how I started DJing, you know, Baby Monticello Avenue with DJ Graham Capone. That was my really childhood friends.
What was your first set of turntables?
The first set of turntables that I had, which I still have, were the Technics SLB1s. Those are the belt-driven Technique turntables. I still have them.
Wow. With the equipment, because you had it, so how long you had this equipment? Would you say? Since the 70s?
Well, I had the B1s. I had the B1s since like 1981, around that area. Yeah, I was still in high school, Steiner High School.
So what do you do if anything goes down? Who service your equipment and stuff now, or can they service it?
Well, one turntable, it's not operating. I just have it as it's like a collector's item. Those are my favorite turntables. I DJ all over the place. I carry them with me, so one doesn't work properly. I can have it fixed, but now it's just like a memorabilia for me right now. Those particular turntables.
So were you ever into any tricks, man?
Yeah, I was into a lot of tricks on the turntables, and pretty much that's what I was popular for, doing a lot of tricks on the turntable that nobody else. They was doing the tricks, but in my opinion, I was doing a little bad.
Alright, what was the first trick that blew everybody's mind?
Well, the first trick that's most notable that I believe that blew everybody's mind was when I was at a DJ convention, and it was at least 11 or 12 DJs participating. And this was at a skating rink called Outer Skates, and that's here in Jersey City. And the place was packed. I mean, everybody was there, you know. And what I did was, I came out on stage. First, I had 3 turntables hooked up, and I had an ELI beatbox hooked up. So I came out on the stage, and I had a cape on. I came out, walked to the turntables, and the crowd was already going bananas at that particular time. So then, as I stood in front of the turntables, I was blindfolded. They blindfolded me. So right after that, then that's when I started playing some, I forgot the break beats I was playing at the time, but it was some serious break beats. And I had them all running, all 3 turntables running. Then I came in with the beatbox, and then I was turning around, scratching my elbows, my chin, you name it, I did it there. I was just on fire that night. And that's when the crowd went wild. And actually, I won that battle.
Oh wow! What did you get?
Oh, it was like a huge trophy, and it was like about $200 back then. That's what they was paying.
That was large back then, right? $200. Yeah. What does guys like DJ Scribbles and DJ Scratch mean to you? They're monsters, man, on the tricks.
Well, I'm not too familiar with DJ Scribble. I heard the name, but I don't think I ever heard him play. But DJ Scratch, yeah, he's a grandmaster. He's a grandmaster.
That guy's no joke, right?
Yeah, he's a grandmaster.
Have you taught anybody your craft, man? You got children or anything?
Yes, I have 2 sons and I have a daughter.
Have you taught any of them?
My youngest son, Jahar, I taught him when he was young, but that was many years ago. Because he's grown now, he's on his own. Yeah.
Is he a music singer?
No, he's not a music singer at all.
Did you and the Chiba crew break up, or y'all just parted ways peacefully? I don't know if peacefully is the word, but you get what I mean.
Yeah. Actually, we all went in different directions. Because at a certain point, after me doing a lot of parties and a lot of shows, you know, a lot came with that. A lot of fringe benefits came with me DJing, you know. So eventually, I went in another direction. Then everybody else was starting to do their own things. We starting to get a little older, and so people's lives changed. So we just kind of like naturally just kind of like faded away. As far as the group is concerned, as far as the MC and the DJ part is concerned. But I was still doing solo DJing parties and playing at different places like El Sid's. That was right across the street from the place to be. I was DJ there every week. That was my spot.
You was a house DJ? Like
I was the house DJ at El Sid's, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Alright, I know as a journalist, every time I go to events and stuff, people offer me all kinds of stuff. Sometimes drugs, alcohol and all that. And I'm just a journalist, so I could imagine you as the DJ. Did you run into any issues with substance abuse behind that?
Well, I was exposed to it as a young child, 16 years old, doing parties and being in New York with people like Mr. Magic and Fearless 4, OC Crazy Eddie, being in that whole environment. There was a lot of drugs right in front of your face. It was right there. You know, at that particular time, as a youngster, I did dabble a little here and there, but I never got involved with crack, and I never had a substance abuse problem. There's one person, very important person, that I forgot to include as far as my MCs are concerned that I had back in the day, besides Brooklyn D, Mellow J, and Queen Lena Lee, and that was MC Champagne. She was definitely part of the Chiba crew, and she was a very, very, very good MC.
Shouts out to Champagne. Alright, there's always a lot of negative talk about the rappers today. You know, like Rick Ross, he gun butted somebody in his mansion, and just a whole lot of stuff. P. Diddy threw a cowbell. I don't know if you ever seen what a real cowbell look like that, but you could kill somebody if you connect correctly. Alright, they made all that stuff public. But Akon, he's giving water to Africa, utility, I believe.
Yes.
To Africa. Then 2 Chainz, he just furnished somebody's home for Christmas. What is your perception with what the media is doing when it comes to that? Like, they just want to go ahead and just throw all the negative, but keep all the great stuff quiet.
Well, that's how they do it. That's the type of value system that this world has. It's not positive. We try to judge the media's morals and values, how we would deal with each other, but they operate on a whole different level. It's all about materialism, sex. That's what it's about with the media, you know. And if you try to come with something positive, they don't want that because they want to promote saving the world, you know. So that's my perception of it.
Okay. Do you think that hip hop should have retirement implemented into it?
Most definitely think it should. At a certain point, that's like if you have Michael Jordan, who's been playing for years, he was a legend, he was doing this thing. At a certain point, he was at his prime. But then at a certain point, you have to know when to gracefully bow out the game, you know.
Do you think in your teen years, if you was making money, start off making $200 from the rip, do you think if someone came up to you and said, DJ Thurmie Thurm, I want you to take $50 a week and donate it for your retirement, what do you think you would have said to that?
At that time, I would have said, I couldn't see that far. I couldn't see that far at the time. So I would have reject that idea. Because of my mindset at the time, as a young child, 16, 17 years old, I couldn't see it. Retirement, that's too far down the road.
Wow, yeah. A lot of crazy stuff going on in hip hop. I know I mentioned the positive, but in terms of the music and the fashion, people wearing tights, dresses, nail polish. What do you feel about that situation? The demasculation of hip hop.
That's part of white supremacy. They have to demasculize the black man. They have to. So that's why you see they don't put any positive, strong images before us. If we do have a rapper that's coming up who's a strong, positive image, who has strong lyrics, that gets shelved. You know. So to make it in their world, you have to put the nail polish on. You got to put on a dress. You know. You have to show homosexual tendencies. That's just their world that they live. That's how they operate.
Do you believe the Illuminati in hip hop is real?
Most definitely is real. Most definitely. It's too much evidence. It's too much evidence.
When did you convert to Islam?
I received knowledge of self back in 1988.
Okay, and I apologize for cutting you off. I just want to make sure we're clear, okay?
Yes.
Is that a difference? Can we actually say convert, or we don't use that?
Well, you can use it. You can use it because we've been lost from the knowledge of self. So we have to come back or convert back to our original ways. That's fine.
Okay, and when did this occur?
This occurred in August of 1988. Yes.
What was the final thing that happened in your life that made you say, you know what, pump the brakes, I'm about to embark on something higher?
My daughter was born. My daughter was born.
What's her name, if you don't mind?
My daughter's name is Summer. Her name is Summer. Yes.
It's a nice name, too.
Yeah.
And what year was she born?
She was born in 1987.
So is it safe to say you were running wild at that time?
Yeah, it's definitely safe to say I was definitely running wild at the time.
Wow, and she just changed your world, huh?
She changed my world.
How many more children you have?
I have 2 more children, 2 boys, Jihad and Yusuf, my other 2 sons.
Okay. All right, since 2015 came in, this has been a real rough road for Christians and Muslims alike. How do you feel about people getting slaughtered for their beliefs?
Well, I don't believe that it's a good thing. Taking any human life is not good. You know, whether you crush a butterfly, you know, it's life. You know, I don't think any life should be just taken like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Donald Trump, he wants to my understanding, he wants to kick the Muslims out of the U.S., ban them from coming in, and shut down the mosque as well. What is your opinion on that?
It'll never happen. It won't happen. It won't happen. It won't happen. He won't get in power to make that happen.
Right.
That's against the Constitution. That's against what America is built on. You know? Every society, every civilized society, you have the freedom of religion. If you're in a Muslim country, a Christian can go there and practice their faith peacefully. You know, any country. I traveled around the world and I witnessed this myself. You know, so to say America, home of the free, is that the same? That a person can't come to America and profess their beliefs and practice their faith. That's totally against the American Constitution.
Mm-hmm. What would you like to say to anybody who has an issue with Muslims saying that all Muslims are terrorists, all Muslims are radicals? How would you like to address that? You can look into that camera right there.
I say they're ignorant. Simple. They're ignorant. Ignorant. Period. Period.
Have you ever had any issues?
I never had any issues as far as confrontations or anything because of my faith, you know, my spirituality. No.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and we are actually at the bottom of this interview. I'm going to switch back to music real quick.
Yes.
You familiar with DJ Outlaw? Cold Crush Brothers, he just passed away a couple of days ago.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just saw it up on Facebook that he passed away. That was a shocker to me. I didn't meet him. We was at an event together. He was busy running around crazy like a chicken without a head on his end, and I was doing the same on mine. But I did see him. We didn't even get to say, "Hey, how you doing?" You know. But yeah, wow, yeah. So
yeah,
that's it.
I never met him.
Yeah, wow, yeah. I want you to give some shout outs, man, before you roll.
I like to give a shout out to my children. I like to give a shout out to my lady. She knows who she is. And I like to give a shout out to you.
Thank you.
For interviewing me and to hear what I have to say. You know, I really appreciate that. I'm very humble by that. And I wish you much success in your future endeavors.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the legendary DJ Thurmie Thurm. Thank you for your time, brother.
You're welcome. Peace.
Yeah.